Well, hello, welcome back. I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, and today I'm working on my design team project for Amanda over at Scrimpy Mummy Creates. Oh, sorry. The kit that I've got a few pages, not the whole kit. Amanda is very generous with her kits, and this, I believe, is 22 or 23 pages long. I have printed out, this is page 7, and then on the back I printed page 22, which is the envelope template. She's very cleverly done a plain page with just this template so you can print it onto any papers. And then I printed out page 6, and then I printed the template, which is page 22, on top of that one as well. So I've made 2 envelopes from kit papers. Oh, that one's upside down. Okay, so that's what I've done there. I've also printed out page 3, which is these 2 beautiful frames. I printed out the pink, but she has also got one in green. I've printed out the April calendar. Again, Amanda leaves them blank. Some people like to start the week on a Sunday, others on a Monday. So it's either if it's blank. And this is page 15. I've then printed out these lovely large tickets. They are page 5. And then I've printed out these library cards and the 3 images with the labels, and that's page 20. I'm also going to be using 2 sheets of coffee dyed paper and 2, well, technically 3 pages, because this is a double, and this one from a book that I have in my stash. I just thought it went well with Amanda's kit. So first things first, my plan was to make a very small handbag journal that you could use simply for, well, I'm doing the month of April, and of course we are on the 9th, so it may be a little bit late for that, but you could do it for any month just by changing this bit here, or even put a decorative like cluster there, and then you could just put any date in there that you like. So although it's got April on, you obviously don't need to use it for April. So this is going, this is going to be my inside cover. This is going to be my outside cover. And this page is going to decorate up this outside cover. So first things first, let's cut out these pieces. So we'll find Stanley and his friend Kniff, and I'm going to chop these up. So how are you? What have you been up to? Oh, I've got this on the textured side, haven't I? Let's just quickly turn this over. That's better. So, trimming these out. Can't believe that we are almost halfway through April already. It's ridiculous. Time is running away. But then, do you know, I'm going to sound like an old granny now, but I think it's an age thing, because I always remember my mum saying things like, oh, the month's whizzing away, or, you know, we're halfway through the year, or whatever. And I used to think she was a bit balmy. I'd be like, no, time's not going quick, you know, it's a normal week or month or whatever. And yet now here I am, thinking and saying all that. So yeah, it's probably an age thing. My brain's joint my hair. I've had grey hair for a long time, and now I've got an old brain as well, apparently. Oh well, never mind. Doesn't bother me, never has done. I know lots of ladies don't talk about their age. Now, as I say, this kit is, as always, a beautiful big kit. It's only available to subscribers of Amanda's Ko-fi page, Create the Scrimpy Mummy. If you're not a member, you really should be, because it's only £3 a month, and every month you get a DigiKit like this one, whoops, and then she gives you at least one tutorial of how she would use the kit. And I'm a bit late to the party really, because she does always do the monthly kits the month before, so that you've got them, so you know you can use the whole of the calendar for April. But hey ho. Right, so I'm going to trim these out. I'm going to use these. Actually, I only need 2 of them. I think I'm going to use the 2 birds, not the nests. Okay. Now, this page 3 with the frames on that I want to be my outside cover, I believe that yeah, that is going to fit on there perfectly. That's what I thought. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to put the plain one on what will be the back. And then I want to embed this bird pictures on to the card, onto the library cards. I'm just thinking that maybe we need a little bit of fabric on that. So I'm just going to grab from behind me this, I think this was a silk scarf. It doesn't really matter what it was. I just think it's beautiful. So I just want to basically edge them. So I just put a little snip. Could use any fabric for this, to be honest. Any cotton bed sheet or anything you've got. Calico. Those of you that have been here a while will know that I love stamping on calico, so you could have, you know, done some spring stamping. That now feels a bit too big. Should we do it that way? That way it's a bit, you didn't think about this much, did you, Claire? Actually, I'm going to use it that way. So then I'm going to put a little snip there. That's that one. We'll put all those threads. We do love the threads, but we'll give them a little pull out. Don't want too many of them. You can still see that it's a library card, foam or otherwise. Pop that on there. Got a little bit more character, and that's going to sit on there. So having decided that, it makes sense to do the other one, and then we get them, oops, got all those threads stuck to me now, look, and then we get them stuck down. So dear. Right, okay, that's that done. Oh, where's the bit I tore off? Put it over there with it. It's all going wrong. Okay, so I'm going to glue the bird image that Amanda's given us, which I think is beautiful. It looks like one of those plates out of an old book. I'm going to just pop him down on there like that. Also, I printed this on 80-gram copier paper, so that just gives it a little bit more strength. And then I'm going to pop him on there. So again, not going all the way to the edge. It's nice to have a little bit of flappiness. About there. And then we'll glue the whole thing. This time we will go to the edge. And we'll pop that right in the middle of this frame. Okay, that's that one. Exactly the same for, whoops, this one. Better get my dirty mat back up, as we'll be in trouble, won't we? You know what it's like. Whoops. We'll pop that on there. Then we'll put exactly the same as we did on the front. We're doing for the back cover now. And then flip the whole thing over and glue this like that. Bring this down. Okay, so this is now going to be our exterior cover. And I know you're thinking, well, Claire, that's way too flimsy. No, it's not, because I've got these two envelopes. Okay. This, make sure we got them up the right way. Yeah. This one, I want to glue all of that flap. Like so. And I'm going to stick it near the top, on the edge of my cover, like so. Okay, obviously we need to rub out that page. Number that I wrote on there, so I could tell you what it was. Now we can glue our envelope shut, and we do that not by gluing these but by gluing this, because this is slightly shorter than the tabs, so we would have, look, excess glue up there, which we don't need. There you go, that is now an envelope flip. Okay, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the other one, but this one I'm going to put to the bottom just for a little bit of added interest. Okay, so glue up the flap, like so, and we're going to go to the bottom this time. Whoops, press that down, open it up, and again we're going to glue it on. So we'll glue it shut now. So now our cover has got a flip envelope pocket to the front top and a flip envelope pocket to the bottom back. Okay, right, now before we fold it to make a cover, we're going to strengthen it by adding our calendar. Okay, now you've got to make sure that you get this totally lined up when you glue it down. Okay, so famous last words really, isn't it? Get your glue and run it all the way around this piece. You could stitch it if you wanted to. I'm not going to stitch this one on camera because I can't get my sewing machine on my desk and under my camera. It just doesn't work. There's not enough space. We've got excess lump of glue there. Okay, and as you can see, because it's semi-happening already, this purple glue, whoops, does end up clear. Make sure you've got it all up. Oh, sorry. Must have hit my mouse. It started my computer. There we go. Get that piece of glue off and that piece. Make sure it's all nicely lined up before you press it down. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it over. Oops. Give it a good press all the way round. Come back over. Use my bone folder just to make sure that that's all nicely stuck down. Okay, makes a bit more sense now, I should imagine. And then when it's dry we'll fold it in half, but I think I'm also going to add a piece more of this to strengthen that spine. So we'll line that up, tear that across there, get rid of all of these strings, which again of course have all stuck to my fingers, and then I just want to take a bit extra off because I think it's a bit too wide for me at the moment. So trim it down about that much. More threads. There you go. That's actually a good size, because look at that, it just joins up those two library cards. Couldn't think what they were called for a minute. Here we go. So we'll add that on like that, and then that can all dry together. While we work on our other pieces. So I've got 2 coffee dyed sheets, as I said to you. Well, that's simple, isn't it? I'm just gonna fold that in half like that. Okay, obviously you can add a lot more than 2 if you want to. I was just going to add the 2. I've then got this. Oh, I've done it again. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to move my mouse way out of the way so that I can't touch it. It's because it's one of those Wi-Fi ones. So as soon as I move something in the area, it instigates that. Right, so this one, I like the idea of the English garden as a bit of a title. Slightly small, as you can see, doesn't bother me at all. And then that's going to have that lovely rose when we open it that way. And then this one, I'm going to do the double one where it's got this lovely flowers. I just think that works very well, but obviously I'm going to have to trim it, so I need to work out where I want to trim it. I really want that pencil sketch in there, so yeah, I'm going to trim from the top. So I'm just literally going to put it down, put Stanley on top like so, get his partner Kniff and trim that off. Unfortunately I've cut off the top of that lovely house, but can't be helped. And then down there like that. So now I've got this one, I've got this one, and then we've got this one, and then my second coffee dyed page is going to go in the centre. I did say to you it's very, very small journal. You can obviously add lots more pages. Okay, so then to decorate this page, I'm going to cut out this one because of the pink there. I'm going to show you 2 different things that you can do with these. So the first one that I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a hangover. So trim it up. Now looking at those 2 semicircles that Amanda's got in there, and I'm thinking they are probably 1 inch. Yeah, they are. Poop. Because I have lost my inch punch. So I'm going to cheat and I'm going to do it bigger. You could cut round it with scissors if you wanted to, but I'm going to do that and make it even bigger. So use what you've got. There you go, so it's even bigger. And all I'm going to do with this is, oh, I'm going to rub that page number off, aren't I, before I do anything else. Well, I'm going to stick it down, so it wouldn't really matter. I'm going to bring this over, line that up, and fold it on that dotted tear line. And then this becomes a beautiful, just get a little bit of ink on that, because those white lines are a little bit too white for my liking. Not lines, dots, you know what I mean. So just put a little bit of ink on there. You could go all the way round if you wanted to. And then I'm going to bring my page in. I'm going to offer this over the top like so. I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put a little bit of glue across there like that. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to write on there, but I want it stuck down. Okay, and then I'm going to do exactly the same on this one. I'm going to glue it there, and I'm going to run glue down there like that, so that I can use that as a tuck spot, just like that. And this is just an envelope that I've made from an old book page, and that can just sit up in there. Oh, I bent that. So that's one way that you can use them. Okay, and that goes there. And then on this page I'm going to use the bird one, cut it out again in exactly the same way, but this time I'm going to use it as a belly band. Now, because I'm going to use it as a belly band, and it's only 80 gram copier paper, I am going to back it, whoops, Jenga. Well, I'm just looking, I thought I had a bit of card up here, but obviously I haven't. That would be far too easy, wouldn't it? Actually, do you know what? Let's just back it onto some coffee dyed paper. I think that's going to make it strong enough. So, going all the way to the edge to make sure it's properly stuck down. We don't want any mishaps with the edges peeling. Okay, so then trim that off of there. You could obviously have stuck it right on the edge, and that would have ensured you had less cutting to do. You can feel it's much thicker now. It's lovely. Yeah. Like so. And take my punch again. Ah, never allowed for the fact that the glue was wet, did I? Okay, well, we're going to have to trim this round with the scissors now. Okay. That's better. Let's put that on there. And then we can do that again. And get that proper round shape. There we go. Okay, so that's that. All done. All dusted. So if I get up my messy mat, I can ink around this. Because it's much paler than the other one, I'm going to ink all the way around the edge. And then come round the circle and across the middle, like that. Okay, that's that one done. And then this one I want as a full size belly band. So I'm going to glue the top and the bottom. Also, the coffee dyed paper backing was a good idea, as it's going on to a coffee dyed page, which means, you know, if you do see the back, it's perfectly matching. Okay, and obviously we can add all sorts of things. Oh, I've done it again. I'm so sorry. I don't know how. Right. We can put all sorts of things in there. So we've got a tuck spot there, and we've got a tuck spot there. Even though it's only a tiny little journal, we've got two tuck spots, and we've got two envelope pockets, one there and one there. So what I'm going to do now is line this up right on the edge, and then I'm going to take my bone folder, and that was another reason I wanted that fabric on there first, because I'm moving my bone folder along the fabric, not along the paper. Okay, we're going to pop this inside here. We're going to line it all up, and I'm going to cheat and make this into a book type journal. I'm going to take my stapler, open it up, this always happens. I've actually got a really long stapler, you know. Has it got any staples in it? I've actually got a magazine stapler. It has got staples in it. So I'm going to go all the way to the centre, and I'm going to do typical. Okay, for some reason That's not. Ah. That's because there's one stuck in there, Claire. Okay, well I'm not going to use that. It's been in the box for about 5 years, so. But I have got the holes. It might be because of the fabric that it wouldn't go through. So what I'm going to do is bend that over. No, I can't. It's not going to work. I'll have to stitch it. Very simple. You all know how to do this. You've done this many times before, I'm sure. You don't really need me to show you, but I need to do it so I can finish it. So there's one. There's two. And I'm going to go through where the staple punctured, and I'm going to go to the top there. And because it's such a small journal, I'm not going to worry about the third hole in the centre. Okay, so we've got some thread, but for some reason we haven't now got a needle. Goodness me. Oh, that'll do, I think, this one. So, craziness. 1, 2 lengths. Get your needle threaded. As I say, normally I would do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but because it's so small, such a small journal, all I'm going to do is go out of the bottom through that hole I made, hold on to that, and then I'm going to come back through the top. So it's only 2 holes. Pull that nice and tight. Take my needle out. Took longer to thread the needle, didn't it? And then I'm going to do a real tight, and you can just keep pulling it because it will slide because of the wax, because it's wax thread. There you go. 1, 2. Pull them down. Where's the other one? There. Pull them down. Decide whether or not you want them hanging out the bottom. And there you go. With Amanda's beautiful kit, in just 40 minutes, we have made this beautiful, simple little journal with tuck spots and envelope pockets that we can use to make notes and keep memories for April. There she is. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found joy and inspiration there. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.